All right. So welcome everyone. This is our aerobic interval training class. So it's another fancy word for our high intensity interval training class. So pretty much we're gonna try to goal of this class is to burn as many calories as we can. So we have different sets of exercises, and we have been following the same sets of movements. And I like these because we do hit our full body joints, muscle groups. Yeah, plus we only do these once a week, really. So yeah, so we have been promoted to 50 seconds on, 20 seconds off. We did that last week, and I think some of us were feeling it towards the end of the workout. So again, if you do feel like your energy level is kind of going away or disappearing towards the end of the workout, maybe instead of 50 seconds, you could do 40 seconds. Maybe that last set you're just completely exhausted. Maybe just give me 30. But listen to your body. I was just finished telling my athletes that sometimes you get injured not because you do a bad movement, not because you don't warm up properly. Sometimes it's just because you didn't get enough sleep, you didn't hydrate well, or just your nutrition isn't great. So your muscles to start the workout are already fatigued. And that's an easy way to just get injured is by moving while you're tired. So, anyways, let's go ahead and start. So I'm gonna hit my fitness tracker just to see how much I could burn. So looking left to right. I may have to step away for a second because my nephew is here and he loves the trampoline and he jumps on that thing like like it's disappearing, like we're giving it away. So he's always on it and he's really loud with it. So otherwise I can't hear myself up and down. I didn't know the trampoline could make that much noise until he got on there. Up and down. So next circles. My cap is flaring up again, so you have to excuse me, but I'll be skipping all of the jumping exercises. Switch. Started flaring up again 2 days ago. I can still feel it. I have to walk tonight at my run club meeting. Let's do our single arm windmills. It's getting warm already. Nice breeze in here. Reverse. Switch. Reverse. Trunk rotation. Just left, right. Right, ab circles. One of my nephews, I don't know if you folks have had Raising Canes, but they're like crispy chicken tenders, but not like the healthy kind. I think he wants me to take them there today, so I'm just gonna take it and I'll probably grab something else elsewhere. Yesterday for dinner we had the leftovers from the wedding, which was steak, um, the mac and cheese lobster, big hula hoops, and scalloped potatoes, cheesy scalloped potatoes. So yeah, I felt like yesterday was a light day with eating. Not light, just lighter than usual. But tomorrow's pizza, homemade pizza, and Saturday I think we have a carne asada. Switch. So again, just a reminder, if you wish to not be re-enrolled in courses, remember, even if you show up once or twice during the fall, it's okay. And even if you don't show up, I'll just drop you before the deadline. But just let me know on Quad Stretch that if you're enrolled in my, I believe, Monday, my Monday class, you'll probably be re-enrolled into the Monday class. And if you're enrolled in my Wednesday class, you'll be re-enrolled into the fall Wednesday class. That's how we'll do it. And yeah, fall classes begin August 18th. And the last class of summer is August 2nd. Okay, let's go grab a hold of our ankles, drop your glutes up. All right, and then last one, just deep squat. And push. All right, so to begin, um, yeah, so we'll go ahead. We're gonna go with high knees, first one, then inchworms, then side pulses, forward side pulses, and then the second set, cross high knees, and then we're gonna go ahead and do, actually, sorry, we're gonna, yeah, cross high knees, and then inchworms again, and then reverse side pulses, okay? So 50 seconds of work, 20 seconds off. All right, so let's go ahead and start the next 2 minutes. So if you want to equipment for today, body weight, you could have some light dumbbells, yoga mat, and that should do it. Yeah, it's mainly body weight, okay? So just keep that in mind. Any questions before we begin? Questions? All right, here we go. So remember, 50 seconds of work, 20 seconds off. Ready? Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. So just high knees. Just march high knees. Trying to take care of this little plant over here. My friend gave me this plant like 4 or 5 Christmases ago. It's still alive, but I'm getting nervous for it. Trying to pay more attention to it. 20 more seconds. Just high knee march. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time. Okay, 20 seconds rest. Inchworm is next. Remember, inchworms, we just crawl into a hand plank, stand back up. Okay, 10 more seconds. And I believe after every third exercise, we get about a minute rest. 3, 2, 1, go. 30 seconds to go. Let's keep it going. Keep moving. 15 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time. Okay, 20 seconds rest. Morning, Ella. Sarah, hopefully you're doing well. So this one's side poses. So just remember a quick side pose, okay? 3, 2, 1, go. So forward side pose. I don't even know if we should be getting a long rest. You tell me if we need a minute rest after this, or we could just keep it at 20 seconds. I think over the last 7 weeks, we have gotten a bit more fit. Okay. 15 more seconds. My arms are getting tired, not my legs. 3, 2, 1, time. All right. So 1 minute rest, okay? So just take it. We don't want to get too exhausted early in the workout. Thirty seconds. Remember, this is cross high knees, okay? I think we'll try this one out next time. We'll open up the hips. 15 seconds. You either good with the minute or want to go with 20 seconds next time. 3, 2, 1, go. So just cross high knees.
A 30 segundos, Julio, para no enfriarnos.
All right, I got a request for 30 seconds. And we're 50 on. Yeah, so instead of the 1 minute rest, we'll change it to 30, unless we need more. Yeah, I'm not doing the jumping ones then. Neelam, are you
45 seconds, please.
45 seconds. All right, here we go. 45 seconds. Does anyone want to stay at a minute? 3, 2, 1, time. Okay. All right, and that's just gonna be for the the main movements, okay? Or I mean after the full set. All right, 10 seconds, and we'll go on to our inchworms. Inchworms, remember, it's 50 seconds. We'll start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. 50 seconds. 20 more seconds. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, and then reverse side pulses. Okay, so now it's a quick lunge back. Okay, got 13 seconds. And well, all right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. So if your arms are tired, you don't have to do your arms. Just do the quick diagonal lunge. Fifteen more seconds. Sweat, sweat. 3, 2, 1, time. All right, first round, we're at 85 calories. All right, so this one I had 2 minutes originally. I'm gonna bring it down to 90 seconds. So cherry pickers, so if you have weights, you can use your weights for this. So go ahead and grab them. I go with the lighter ones. So if you're here, this one is gonna be reach, pull the weight up, reach, pull the other way out, then reach, put it down, and we're just going alternating. That's the first movement. Okay, and then we're gonna do side step jack. Just remember, for the side step jack, you could always do a jumping jack instead. And then we'll do standing cross toe taps. That's just here. And then just doing a high kick. Your arms, again, will get a little fatigued too. So 30 seconds. Remember, we're 50 on, 20 off. Then we'll go with the 45 seconds rest after that. Okay, we'll start in 15. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There you go. So reach, pull, 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 pull. Fifteen more seconds. Just keep moving. 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Okay. 20 seconds rest. Kurt. Sorry, that's the next one. So side step jacks. We do have jumping jacks in the next round, so you can stay with these. Okay. All right. We'll start in 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, anything that's jumping on my toes, muscle that works that out is your calf muscle, and it's just not getting better. So I gotta take it easy. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. It's starting to get frustrating. 15 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. All right. Standing cross toe taps. And remember, if your arms are tired, you could just do a big swing, okay? Try to keep that leg straight. All right. 3, 2, 1, go. Thirty more seconds. Just keep moving. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Time. All right, this is where we get our 45 seconds now. Okay. 45 seconds. Grab some water. Let's start back with cherry pickers. We have 25 seconds to go. Time flies. Flies when you're tired. 10 seconds. Cherry pickers. Grab those weights. 3, 2, 1, go. Fifteen more seconds. Just keep moving. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. All right. Side step jacks. 10 seconds. Okay, go. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. All right, and our standing cross toe taps are next. Okay, 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. 25 more seconds. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1. Time. Woo! My arms feel like jelly. All right, 90 seconds rest. Okay, so we have jumping jacks, curtain closers. So jumping jacks, I'm gonna skip those. So I'll just let you know. I was uncomfortable already just to show. Curtain closers, push and pull. Okay. And then I had ice skaters, but I think I'm gonna switch it up to a sumo abductor. So that's gonna be white stands, squat, lift, squat, lift. Okay, so we'll do that. Still working out kind of like the abductors outside part of our legs. So no biggie. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jumping jacks, 50 seconds jumping jacks. So again, here and here. That's all I'm doing. My leg is killing me. So 50 seconds. I'll do some side step jacks. If your legs are killing you, you could do these here. So side step jacks. Got 15 more seconds. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Okay. Curtain closers. Remember, for this one, you turn, you punch, pull, turn, punch, pull, and repeat that. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. So you could be quick with this one. Go as fast as you can. Just don't get dizzy. Punch and pull. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Okay, 20 seconds. Now we have our squat to abductor. Okay. We go 3, 2, 1. Squat, lift, squat, lift. Fifteen more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. All right, 45 seconds rest. 45 seconds. How's everyone doing? Thumbs up. Is anyone crying yet?
It's hot.
It is hot. It is. I couldn't agree more. I usually have like a thinner workout shirt, and this is a little thicker. I'm very particular on my workout clothes. Because there's some that they're not breathable, you sweat more. The moment you put it on, you start sweating. And I grabbed one of those accidentally. So they, it tends to look nicer, but yeah, I sweat more. All right, jumping jacks. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Jumping jacks. I said I'm doing side step jacks because of my calf. You can always find variations, but 50 seconds. Just keep going. Oh, 20 more seconds. 156 calories right now. Trying to burn off all the food I ate over the last week. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 20 seconds. Next, we have our curtain closers. All right. Three, 2, 1, go. Punch and pull. Halfway there. Keep going. 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. All right, and then our sumo. Okay, so our sumo abductors. Sumo leg lift, sumo abductor. I like it because the sumo part gets your hamstrings and your glutes, and the adductor works on that opposite legs on both ends. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. And it's a little slower so you could catch your breath. So 20 more seconds. Ten more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Oof. Do we need 2 minutes or are we good with 90?
2.
2, okay. That's all it takes. I just need one person. Okay,
Yes, 2 minutes, please.
2. And remember, if you're tired, you can do 30 seconds, 40. Or yeah, just listen to your body. All right. First is a little bit more challenging. Okay, burpees. So jump, plank out. Okay, that's the first movement. Duck walks. Get into a squat and just walk as you're squatting. And then lateral shuffle is gonna be just kind of skipping side to side. If you're a little tired, you could just squat down and then just do a slower motion. Okay, you still have a minute left. Yeah, this one's probably our toughest set. We'll probably take the full minute after this one. Good job. Don't throw in the towel yet. 180 calories. Oof. I think just these classes, let's say on average 5 days a week, most 6, and on average it's like 200 calories. So we're burning about at least 1,000 calories per week. So over 10 weeks, we should be burning 10,000 calories, which when you're calculating calories burnt, that should be like burning 3 pounds of fat, just fat alone. You might lose a little bit more weight, but it's fat alone. Over this summer, 3 pounds should be attainable. All right, we'll start in 15 seconds. Just wait till my timer hits the exact minute. And remember, we're starting with burpees. 3, 2, 1, go. 50 seconds. Ooh, slowing down already. These aren't easy. Oof. I think I'm losing 3 pounds of fat, but I think I also ate like 8 pounds of it over the last week. Oof. 10 more seconds. Three, 2, 1. Gee. Duck walk. Winded. So yeah, so pace yourself. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Just 50 seconds. And we're just staying. And then it also, when you do it in reverse, it works out the muscles in an opposite way too. So try to do them in reverse as well. Don't just turn around. Continue. 25 seconds. Ooh. Back close to the camera. Twelve seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oof, we got the shuffle next. Okay, so remember, squat shuffle. If you're gonna be more upright, I need you to do them faster. If you're gonna be lower, then you could go a little bit slower. Okay. Ready? Okay, go. I'm gonna go slower. I'm a little tired. I'm gonna lie, so I'm just gonna go slower. So if you're doing them slower, you should be putting more resistance, some more strength. After this Saturday, we have 3 weeks left. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Time. All right, 1 minute rest. Ooh. Has anyone noticed any weight loss or had any goals with weight loss this summer and they're seeing the progress?
No progress
No, no progress.
because when we finish the exercise, we're going to eat
Yeah. Oh,
tortas del Chavo de jamón.
I hear you. Neelam, how are you doing, Neelam?
I'm doing good. I don't need weight loss. I just want to make my muscle to
Stronger.
support my bone for my
Yes.
age. I
Good. Yeah, no, that's
think it's working.
that's probably a better goal for sure.
Yes. My
All
weight is
right.
okay.
Yeah, no, very good. All right, here we go with the burpees. Burpees get me tired. 3, 2, 1, go. Whew. 20 more seconds. 10 seconds. Ooh. And time. Oh, burpees. Duck walks. 10 seconds for our duck walks. Sweating, sweating, sweating. 3, 2, 1, go. Stay low. You could put your feet close together if you like. Or you could go wide. Remember, your feet are close together. You're going to work out the top part of your legs, the front part of your thighs. And if the wider you go, it's more hamstrings and glutes. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time. All right, lateral shuffle. 230 calories. I'm tempted now to go eat those fried chicken tenders because my nephew, but I won't. Ready? Okay, go. Remember, if you're going slow, then just make sure you get low. Fifteen seconds. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, time. All right. I'm not even gonna ask. I just need 2 minutes. We're gonna go with 2 minutes. All right, we have our next ones is gonna be our marching wall sits. Remember, that's when we're on the wall and we just march. Pick up our legs. Mountain climbers on the floor, push-up position, and then body weight on walking lunges. Okay. All right. And it looks like the last set is just some easy, more cool down progression. So it's more of like walking drills for that one. So this is our last set of actual hard movements. Okay, and then the last ones are more just like a cool down set. Still have 1 minute. So remember the marching, the wall sit march. We're just here, and you're gonna just so find a nice clear wall, and we'll do that. 45 seconds. What do we have? 20 seconds. All right. Ready? Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. Just lift legs. Ooh, flying down. If you're tired, just hold the wall sit. I think that's what I'm going to do right now. 15 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh. Okay, mountain climbers. Mountain climbers right here on the floor. Sweating a lot. 50 seconds. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Halfway there. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Ooh, I'm dripping. Okay, what do we have next? Walking lunges. Okay, so just find a long hallway in your area for a nice stretch. And we're just doing walking lunges. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2. Once again, just here. Reset. We're just doing this until we run out of space, then you switch. Get 2 more seconds. Three, 2, 1, time. All right. We have 1 minute. Okay, this is our last hard set before we transition to some of our walking cool down sets. Those are going to be like heel walks, toe walks, stuff that we'll be doing in class tomorrow as well. Ooh. Is anyone sweating? I don't know if you can see my sweat. I'm sweating. 30 seconds. Ella, you're sweating? I think you said you were sweating already.
I started out sweating.
You're like, now I'm crying.
I've got a little bit of a breeze. I'm outside.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, I had a breeze before I had to close the store. All right, we'll start and we'll hit the minute again. So in 15 seconds, we'll start. This is our last set. 10 seconds. I think we're gonna get to 300 calories today. It's always fun when we do 300. All right, ready? Marching wall sits or just regular wall sits? Okay, go. Might start off as marching and then my legs tell me, like right now, they just said nope. Just regular wall sits. Oh. Distract myself of the pain. $30 in. Five more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Oh, I was quick to get up on that. Mountain climbers. Back on the floor. Oh. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. Keep moving. Doesn't have to be super fast, just keep moving. Ten more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oof. All right, walking lunges to finish off. Start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, time. All right. Good stuff. Okay. All right, little cool down set. Cool down set over here. Let me fix this angle. Good job, folks. Okay, we're done with the hard part. Okay. All right, let's just kind of slowly walk, straighten out that front leg. Just sweep. Little step. Sweep. Let's do a few more of those. Sweep. 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 All right. Now let's go ahead and then just walk on our heels. Just gentle. That's probably the awkward one because of how, yeah, it's just not a lot of cushioning on that heel bone, so. But it's good for your lower legs too. Very good. This next one's a little bit of balance work, so I'm gonna grab the ankle and pull up and reset. alternate. So grab by your ankle, your lower shin. There's my balance. Just pull up. Should feel it almost like a performance stretch. Do one more on each side. Okay, and then the last one that we're gonna do is just our toe walk variation. You just walk on your toes gently. If your calves hurt, like mine do, don't do an exaggerated movement. Just do it, by using the assistance of your midfoot. Okay, now turn your toes in. Now turn your toes out. All right. And I think we are good for today. How's everyone feeling? Accomplished? Tired? Time for a nap?
I heard that I think I'm not looking for the death emoji anymore. So it's some improvement for me. Thank you.
Good. Did you have some pain before?
No, I don't. Just my
Okay.
knees. Some one time when the motion is too strong, then I just slow it down and that's fine.
Okay. Good. Awesome. All right, Teresa, appreciate you. Ella, well, everyone, hopefully you had a good workout. Ella, you're good?
We're good.
Time for a shower, I think, for
My
me.
shade is almost gone.
Good job, Neelam. Yeah, no, that sun follows you. So,
Yeah.
all right, folks, hopefully everyone had a good one, and I'll see you tomorrow.
All right.
Enjoy and make sure you hydrate.
Gracias, Julio.
Thank
you.
Julio.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye, folks.